again. Tin for crown sitting proud on her head, says it helps keep out the thought police thread, but she laughs so hard that it slips instead. Who walks past like here we go, my friend? Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches, she's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Sweets is asleep on the unread stack. Camera zooms in, chats typing in caps. Show us the cover, what's that in the back? She grins, it's classified, or maybe it's trash. She's got red string charts that we can't quite see. Swears the plot twist lives on page 203. Then she stops mid-rant, did you hear that beep? It's just a follow ping, but we all lean in. Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches, she's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Is it all in our heads or a hidden code? Are we chasing our tails or the mother lode? She says, think for yourself, that's the only law. Then Boo hits the mic with a perfect miss screw out. Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches, she's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox.
Because, you know, hello. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm not muted. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Let's put that on the bottom. Let's come back over here so I can see the peoples. And yes, exactly, Mr. Q. I saw you come in saying good evening, everyone. And then I dropped my pay links as I'm supposed to do. I don't always do, but I'm supposed to do it. And oops, not that one. And then he says, I already did. And I saw that. I got the email while I was doing something else. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. We are, yeah, it's Chat's Choice. So it's all about you guys. Hello. Oops, where is it? There it is. Hi, Wild. Rumble's quicker than StreamYard. But hello, how you doing? Yes, I was kind of debating. I'm kind of thinking I might try and do the lemon pound cake because our wonderful friend, where is it here? Yes, our friend Abel Graham. Lemon pound cake brought to you by Abel Graham's Underground Lemons LLC. So I have not tested Abel Graham's Underground Lemons. So I don't know. I cannot vouch for the good or bad of the lemons that he sells. But he does have a really great lemon pound cake recipe that I actually have all the ingredients for, except for lemon zest, because I don't have an actual fresh lemon, but I do have lemon juice and like concentrate lemon juice. So it's it'll do. It'll have to do. I don't think a little bit of zest is going to be, a thing to break the recipe. So, Hello, lass. How you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, we're gonna try a lemon pound cake. Um, we're gonna wait a little bit though, because I want to get the girls dealt with and out of the way. But it's way too early for them to be dealt with right this second. But it doesn't look like it's a particularly tough recipe to follow. Um, Let me just. Yes, I did email it to myself. I did. Perfect. Good, so I can have it on the phone over there. I mean, a cake's a cake, and I have done them before, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I am looking forward to it because everyone's talking about the lemon pound cake, thanks to Afro Man, and I've had a craving. And yeah, and so I figured, hey, why not? I will make some, and then I will have to share it with the neighbors so I don't eat the whole loaf by myself. Because, you know, that would not be the greatest thing. I'm having weight issues right now, thanks to my health. um, so the last thing I need to do is go eating an entire lemon pound cake by myself. But I've got neighbors who I'm sure will help me to eat it. Um, yes, there you go. Wild says Abel's underground lemons. Once you go underground, you'll never go back. So there you go. Again, I've never bought their lemons, so I have no idea. But I am going to test out the recipe, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I was kind of looking at Twitch beforehand. I don't know how. Oh, hello, my boo. Just a quick stop and stretch as she walks past. But yeah, I would like to figure out how I can get like stickers and stuff like that because I don't know. And that it's fun. It's really fun when people drop the sound bites and scary, the scream and whatnot. It's a lot of fun, and I think it would be fun to be able to do it um, on my channel too. Also, we were conversing in the Just Kidding LLC chat this morning, afternoon, wherever you are. But apparently there's a blurps program, which is run by the same, or it's the same people who wrote the program for the bits in Twitch. Um, so, if we can do stickers and sound drops and stuff on Rumble as well as Twitch, that would be so cool. So much fun. Yes, we are all still 6 years old and we do want stickers. And I like that they've got bits on Twitch, but Rumble went with the word blurps. That's just fun to say, and it's fun to look at on the screen too. Blurps. So yeah, if that all pans out, that would be super cool. And I would really like to be able to hear all of the sound drops that happen on Just Kidding LLC. I can't though. It's something to do with Discord. What can you do? Discord kind of shat the bed big time today. But what can you do, right? But anyways, I can't really hear them when I'm on with him. It'll like maybe a little bit of the sound will get through. So I kind of know it's nice when I'm not watching or when I'm not on the show and I'm just watching. I'm watching on YouTube or more often lately Rumble, and I can actually hear the sound drops, and they're funny. They're really funny. Okay, Johnny's saying those are extensions. We can talk you through it. All right. I know we were talking about. I had mentioned remembering when the next amount of money was going to be owed for StreamYard, and I forgot that I had to pay for it months earlier than I had originally planned on having to pay for it. I forgot all about that. So they've been after me and they've tried to take the payment for StreamYard twice. And because it's for a year, it's a large amount. It's $610 and change Canadian. So like 430 something, I don't know, American. The exchange rate sucks. However, I just got paid. And so I told them to take it again. It's going to take me into my overdraft. Like, it's going to use, I'm probably going to be broke. I don't know how much. Yeah, I'm probably going to be really broke again this month. Really broke again this month. But it's going to be paid. So I will be able to stream for the next year. Yay. Yeah. So it's covered now, thankfully. And it turns out, I don't know if it's a thing in Canada that they're doing, but suddenly bills are arriving with a minus and making it look like we owe money when we actually don't. They don't. Yeah. So twice now. I just finished BC Hydro. I overpaid on them, thinking I owed them. And then I apparently did the same thing with my internet provider, Tech Savvy. I overpaid them because I misread it. I thought they were trying to tell me that I owed them $220. So I'm like, holy shit, last month. And I throw down all the extra cash and I paid the $220 to them. And then I got a bill saying I owed them even more. And I got upset with myself, like, how on earth is this? So I called the lady, and the lady was really awesome. And she helped me through it. And apparently that was a bonus. They made it look like I owed them, but actually I had overpaid. So they made it look like the overpayment was owing. Either which way. So like I said, I just finished doing that with BC Hydro. Now I'm doing it with Tech Savvy. I don't have to pay for internet for at least the next 3 months. So woo-woo, that's good. And now StreamYard's paid or going to be paid. The payment will go through and that's covered. So I'm going to be stretched really thin again this month, but at least I'm not disappearing. There was, like I said, Mr. Q, I caught your PayPal. That was awesome. Thank you so much. There was also someone who bought me a bunch of coffees, a lot of coffees. It was really nice of them. And so I very much appreciate it. They didn't, their name was someone. So I'm not quite sure who someone is. With the buy me a coffee, that's nice. I don't know. I only know as much as you want me to know. They take the money and then put it in my account in payouts. So yeah, whoever someone is, I appreciate it so much. Very, very helpful. And now I can get a payout for that, which will also help offset the StreamYard that came up way sooner than I thought it would. So thank you very much. I really appreciate. I appreciate all of you guys. But a special thank you to someone. So there you go. And yes, the Wild Saffron I will look at it and I will talk to, I think it was McMonsterly, right? I will talk to them about the blurps and see if there's some way we can have Twitch fun here, but also have it on Rumble. I think that would be a lot of fun. So okay, well it's not quite 4:20 yet. So what would you guys like to talk about today? I will, because it's so close to 4:20. I will set up and I will do a dab. So I'll take my camera off. because you get to see more here, so I don't want to don't want to risk it. But I will do a dab. You start throwing topics while it says anything but war. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Although I will say it was very interesting to be able to see what the Kuwaiti government is telling the Kuwaiti people right now. That was kind of interesting. Again, internet's a double-edged sword. It can be used against you, but it can also be used uh, for the, for you and I. We get to see stuff and how governments around the world are discussing or not discussing certain events, whatever those events might be. It's neat that with the internet we can see it, we can check it out, and we can hear all the different things being said to the different countrymen, I guess. Very, very interesting. So yeah, it was neat watching the Kuwaiti government say not to worry over much, block the cracks in your windows and doors, but don't worry over much. Don't go outside if you don't have to. Stay indoors. So yeah, that was kind of neat, because they're a heck of a lot closer to it than we are, and I highly doubt our media is telling us the truth. That being said, yeah, I don't need to talk about anything war related. We don't need to talk about Trump and whether he is or isn't doing good or bad. That's cool with me. I found it funny for all that's going on in the world, and with the horribleness that happened at LaGuardia, with the Air Canada plane. The PM, Prime Minister Carney, decided to make a statement admonishing the CEO of Air Canada because our condolences and apologies or whatever. He only said it in English. He didn't say the same thing in English and then repeat himself in French. And that is what President or Prime Minister Carney focused on. There's so many things going on in this world, and that was what he was focused on. The fact that the CEO of Air Canada did not speak in both French and English. Kind of, like, dude, really? As you can see, how are the cats doing? The cats are doing good. That's Sweets. Here, if we take this off. Oh, no, now she's moved again. That Sweet's running around having a good old time. I think the pheromone stuff, it had run out for too long. I had forgotten to replace it, so I've just replaced it. But they've been playing a lot. It's not fighting. It's definitely they're playing, but it was definitely time to get the pheromone thing plugged in, or a new one plugged in. Because it really is a tiny, tiny space for two female cats. And I have been learned in the art of having multiple female cats. And pheromones happens to be a thing that works like a hot damn. So he totally forgot the frog talk. Yeah. And that's what our fearless leader was worried about. So what can you do? I kind of want to picture Super Stuntman as a villain in the game of Mega Man. Okay. I kind of remember Mega Man, I think. Probably not. Yeah, see, there we go. She's having a good old time, and now Boo's getting interested as well. So yeah, at least there's good cat TV on right now, and I'm not talking about the front or the window for them. We get to watch them do fun stuff, because as soon as I take care of them, I can't say the word yet because it's too early. They'll do that, go to the bathroom, zoom me out, and then they'll crash. And we won't see anything. Yeah, I have to say though, the super stump man, he's he really does make you, or at least he did make me think of a lot, I could, if he can do all of that, um, what can I do more? you know? I'm hoping the new pain meds, well, not new pain meds, but the higher dose. I'm hoping I'm starting to notice a difference. Um, I guess I am noticing a difference. It's not every day. I have only woken up to it. I think maybe once. Yeah. So yeah, the higher dose of the pain meds seems to have helped because I'm definitely not eating Tylenol threes like they're jelly beans anymore, which is nice because that means that my gut can get back to normal too. Everything is so much fun. But yeah, I've got the physiotherapy thing was her. Yeah, I don't know. The one who is doing the infusions, that treatment is not actually covered. So I can't do that because it's ridiculously expensive. However, the other one, whichever one wasn't it, the chiropractor or the physiotherapist, whichever one wasn't doing the infusions, they are actually covered. And I do believe I've got my first appointment coming up sometime in the next month. So that'll be nice. There's also some other programs that'll be starting up. I may or may not be able to take part in. We shall see. But the best part is it's spring. And as much as I hurt right now because it's spring, so it's wet, um, well, yeah, the humidity is up. It's spring is normally the worst time of year for me, pain wise. But if it's as dry as spring as it was a winter, we'll be fine. Um, I won't have too much pain. And so I'm heading into the really great time of year for myself and I'm looking forward to it. Summertime is really it's sublime summertime and the living's easy and it's so true. So true. There we go. All right. Ooh, hello, Brian. This is going to be my first free summer in years. Nice. Very nice. Kick back and relax. Enjoy the sunshine. You do that, right? You don't like the flat ball and you don't like frozen water or real water. Um, what do you do in the summertime? What are you looking forward to doing this summer now that you got it free, eh, Brian? um oh, there we go. Mr. Woodchuck is back. He's a good chuck. We let him live. And Mr. Q's also saying both my female cats tell the male cat what to do. So that tells you who's in charge. Well, that's the thing. I think I've only had one, maybe two other female cats in my life. We usually had male cats, not by any, specific design, but just that's what happened. When I brought home my Maine Coon, we connected from across the room and he was in his cage and oh, it was freaking adorable. So I had been told to get a girl because we already had a boy cat in the house. Um, And that's what the SPCA person told me, was that this was a female cat, and I, was in love and brought him home. And it wasn't until I got him fixed that I found out that he was a he, not a she. But having him in with an mature adult male cat, there was no real boundaries or anything. These two really vied for position at the head, who's top cat, so to speak. They fought, and I mean, that's part of the reason why I need the pheromone diffuser. They both think they're in charge. Between you, me, and the whoever else is listening, Boo's number one. She came in first, so she's got eldest sibling rights. And being an eldest sibling myself, I know how sometimes you get the short end of the stick. So I make sure that she's, gets some, extra care and attention. But yeah, so they're great. They're adorable, and I love them to bits. But I can't forget those pheromones for too long. Mr. Q says the geese are still a problem. We keep trying to scare them away with the dogs. Oh, okay. We've got the city here pays for some dude to go out to the local beaches and shoot off, I don't know, like a shotgun or a rifle or whatever, into the air, not at the geese, but just in the air and scaring them off the beach. And they do that every morning because the Richies didn't like them having to come out and having goose shit all over their fancy cars. So yeah, it is an actual job that my city pays someone to do. But maybe you guys can do that. Just run out and every morning. Mr. Q says, I'm actually happy. It's really clear night. Get to watch some pretty cool stuff hopefully tonight. Oh, okay. Hoping to catch the moon. Oops, there we go. The moon and Jupiter together tonight on camera. Ooh, okay. I know I can't say it in front of they know. Right? The other one is just so super snuggly and she assumes, which works for everyone. Oh, now I'm worried. um, yeah. So Mr. Q's got some cool stuff to look at. No, it's still overcast. Darn it. It was sunshiny, but it's definitely overcast now. It's brighter, but it's overcast. So I doubt I'll be able to see anything in the sky tonight, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? Brian says, I like pools. Can't swim, but I can stand. Ha ha, looking at you, Johnny. Eater neater. Well, yeah, my mom can't swim. We we got her really comfortable floating. She and my stepdad ended up one thing and another, instead of just buying a 4-man hot tub, they ended up buying an 8-man hot tub, which is lovely. It was more than enough space for my mom to get comfortable floating, because she never learned to swim. She grew up in the Caribou region of BC, and I guess there weren't any lakes or anything nearby, so she just never learned to swim. I love to swim. I am a fish. I love, love, love to swim. I will spend all day, sun up to sundown, on the beach, in the lake, swimming up, playing in the river, what have you. I love, love the water. She's the smallest one, but she's in charge. Okay. There's a reason my cat's called Queen Misty Gray of the Milky Way. Okay. Yeah. She's smallest, but she's in charge. I wouldn't care if the geese were over there drinking by the irrigation pond and building the nest, but they're doing it right in front of the driveway. Yeah, see, and that's the problem. That's the problem. We've got a pair of geese and a pair of ducks, and they come back year after year. Um, one of the houses across the creek has a flat roof, and so they come back year after year, and they each take one half, and they have their babies together, and they nesting, and they do the whole everything together. It's really, really very sweet. But yeah, it's on the roof. It's annoying. It's loud. It's really, really loud, but it's not in the middle of the road. So there's that. Well, the saying, I can't remember ever not knowing how to swim, but I grew up around the water. Yeah, me too. I don't know if it was, dad um, making a point to teach us or mom making a point to have us learn because she didn't. I don't know. But one way or another, we both learned how to swim as babies. The lakes are literally everywhere. They're beautiful and they're warm, and for the most part, they're not glacier fed, which means they're actually warm, which is phenomenal. I grew up on the coast where most everything is glacier fed, and it was all cold swimming. It didn't matter how hot it was outside, the water was cold. So, but yeah, I can't remember a time when I didn't. We took swimming lessons. Um, there was the peanut pool that we were able to swim in. That was made just for kids. It never got very deep at all. Started stupid shallow and got a little bit deeper, but not too, like maybe 3.5 or 4, maybe 4 feet deep at the deep end. Not very deep at all. Either which way. So we knew that, and then I was on the swim team when we moved to the coast. I was on the swim team for a couple of years. Yeah, I love it. I really, really love it. So I can't imagine not being able to swim. Okay, now I can hear it. We've got the elder one. They've been using, I've got a tunnel, and then I've also got a pop-up cube, and they've been using that a lot lately. And I don't know if it's because we ran out of pheromones and they're kind of picking on each other, or if it's because they just realized it exists. But Boo shoots through the tunnel every morning now. It's part of the routine now. It's quite fun. Anyways, let's see here. There we go. Lemon pound cake. Oh, room temp. Okay, I should probably take out the butter now. Butter and eggs. Yeah, baking powder. I couldn't remember which, so I pulled them both down. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how we get on cooking over here. Right, I had to do this last time so that I could change the TV and read you guys' comments still. There we go. Get the butter to room temp. Okay. Oh, there's still some more spilled coffee. Surprise. There we go. Okay. I should have done this beforehand, but I forgot. This made it easier last time. Oh, you guys get a slow panorama of my home. um, all right, there. Now I can see the chat. I may not be able to highlight stuff, but if my hands are baking, but here. Oh, oh, oh. Yep. See, cat's underfoot. There. Yeah. Boo is in her usual something's going on in the kitchen place. Making sure that I'm doing everything correct and not doing something silly like accidentally unplugging the microphone. Because, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm way too professional to do something like accidentally unplug the microphone. All right, that's going to have to do. Hello. Say hello. Now, hopefully this will be okay. I guess first things first, I should probably wash my hands. I have pulled out just about everything except what would be kept in the fridge. So I can pull that out. And then it's time enough. I can feed them and get them out of the way. And again, I know I'm an absolute Philistine. I do not have actual butter because, I'm a poor. So I have margarine, and I know it won't taste as good, but I cannot afford to buy the good stuff. Right? All right, so yes, stay out of the way, cat. Oh yeah, you can even see my dirty fridge. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Lemon. Steak. Okay. Oh, okay. No, it said mic is muted, and I'm like, okay, now what did I do? But it's the kitchen one that's muted. Ha ha ha. Was that gorilla milk in my fridge? Shush, shush. There was no gorilla milk in there. In the back, beside the homemade cherry jam. There was none at all. Yes, okay, we'll feed you. Yes, I said the word. Come on, down. Down. Yeah, I know, I mean it. I really do. There, get them out of my face. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. I've never made 11-pound cake. I'm sure it's like most quick breads or cakes. Gonna be fairly difficult for me to fuck it up, even with inferior products like margarine. Still, yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be nice to make something completely different. I make a lot of banana bread and zucchini bread and stuff like that. So just doing something different. It's a nice change. Yes, I know. Okay, we've got to do this a little bit differently. There, you go there. Oh, you go there. I'm getting hooked on the cat brush. There we go. I took the garbage out, so you didn't have to see that. Just nice. There we go. All right. Feels odd that you guys are behind me, you know? Let's see here. I think what we'll do. There's a buffalo farm just down the road from me, Digger. So when you and Johnny finally get up here, we'll make some buffalo steaks for. Oh, that would be lovely. Well, there's a fair amount of buffalo in Alberta, actually. There's a couple of really nice herds. What do I want to? How do I want to do? This is what I want to do. Yes, and that way you're not looking at my butt because it's big. There you go. I thought I could maybe leave the other one small, but what can you do? Just remember what pioneer women had to cook with. Imagine how much, yes, got burnt just trying to keep the oven steady, the temperature steady, right? Very good point you make. Thank you, Wild. In comparison, I've got, I've got all sorts of wonderful stuff. Here we go, including, if I remember to bring it out here, the recipe. Because that would help, display. Screen timeout. 10 minutes. Oh, no, not 10 minutes. 2 minutes. Keep screen on while viewing. No, that's not going to work. We'll just do 10 minutes. And then every 10 minutes or so, I will touch the screen. So, 275 to 300 with a shallow pan of water underneath. Okay. Which is good because the reminder to, or staying the water in the pan reminds me that I got stuff inside the oven that I don't necessarily need in the oven when I'm preheating it. There we go. I need some chicken pan. It's 3. Yeah, 300. Away we go. Oh, I need the bread pan would help, right? I need something to pour it all into. Okay, so I've got to cream properly the butter and sugar till it's pale and fluffy. Don't rush this, it says. Okay. And then throw the eggs in there one at a time. Make sure it's all properly incorporated. Okay, and then the juice, and then separately, let's do that first. Thank you. Flour, salt, baking powder. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, that's right, because that goes in there. Oh, good. I'm glad I did a dab before I did this. Here we go. Okay. So we want 1¼ cups. Oh, that's better. Make it big so I can read. 1½ cups. See, I can read now. I know I need more. 1½ cups of flour. Unfortunately, I don't have what is it? A sieve or a sifter? Sifter. Got a sieve. I don't have a sifter. So I can't properly fluff the flour and shit, but we make do with what we've got, right? Go. Half teaspoon. Okay, that's easy peasy. Yeah, half teaspoon. Good deal. Put it, and it was butter. So I'm sorry, a 1½ cup of all-purpose flour is what I've put in. Now I'm putting in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I never do exactly. I always do a little bit less salt. Not enough to really make a difference, but I feel like I'm doing better on the old speed. I don't know. It's me. I'm weird. That done out. There we go. So this is what I've got. I have no idea what happened to it. I had a whisk. I had it between baking one loaf of banana bread and the next, and I have no idea where the whisk is anymore. So now I've got a fork. I do my best to get everything mixed up with that. So far, so good. Okay, the butter and sugar is here. We want a cup of butter and a cup of sugar as well. All right. Going to the bottom of the sugar. Oh, ah, ha, ha. Good one, laddie. There we go. Let's put this one. Okay, you leave. And butter. Sorry, again, it's margarine. I know. My bad. Okay. Whoops. Here we go. Good night, Brian. You go study. Go study hard. Still love the taste of biscuits out of cast iron pan, and they had a little bacon grease in it. I've been making biscuits because I ran out of bread, so I've been making biscuits every, other day or so. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. I mean, mutts. Nice. Pounding that cake. Yes, I will have fun. Thank you, Brian. You've got to remember to do the Celsius to Fahrenheit calculation. Oh, geez. Wild, thank you. Hi, Bishop. How you doing? Cozy Digger cooking stream. Yes. What do you mean cups to milliliters? You don't use cups, Wild? Creaming the butter and sugar together well is key. I know it's all about letting that sugar fully dissolve and become one with the butter. But yeah, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Thank you. Oh, you silly cat. Oh, you cheeky girl. Let's see. Yeah, 275 to 300 Fahrenheit. And then just below it, in a conventional oven, it says 325 Fahrenheit. And that's what I use. Conventional oven. So 325 Fahrenheit. What is this? No, this will be Fahrenheit because it's a new one. Right. So no, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank you for the reminder though, so I double checked. Because that would have been awful. There. And let's get all this that I didn't need. Oops, put away. I need to go through all of my drawers and cupboards like this and just get rid of it all. Put it all, what I don't use, get rid of it. Because there's just, this place is too small to have this much crap. I don't even need the icing sugar right now. That can go away. Same with that. Eggs are fine right there. Now I can reach the plug. Oh, you guys looking at the butter. Sorry for that. And all right. The only reason you guys use the metric system is because you want to be like China and communist. No, I had nothing to do with China. I can guarantee you that. It's because we're still technically under the monarchy. Speaking of which, how do you think my Alberta family thing is going? Are they going to escape from Canada? I don't. It's going well. It's kind of still. There's not really a whole lot to talk about yet. It hasn't. They're still garnering their signatures, right? They're not. Sorry. Here we go. It's still a matter of waiting and asking questions and sorry, I'm messing with the butter. I'm getting literally messy with the butter. Oops. But yeah, so far so good, Mr. Q. But we keep, just keep on keeping on. We can't counter because it is going to be the federal government is not going to let go without a fight. The West is where the money is. And if Alberta pushes it through, everyone else pushes it through, then it's good. But they have to get it done right now. The reason it's such a viable thing, the reason they're able to push it is because A, the Liberals are so fucking bad, so bad. But B, they've got Trump. Everyone's scared of Trump because he's the wild card. No one knows what he's going to do or if he's going to do something. And they need to get that legislation done. They need to get up and running as an independent whatever before he leaves office. So they've got to start, got to get off their butts. They got to start pushing this stuff through and start doing votes and not worrying as much about signatures. Like we've got to get past the signatures on petitions point and into actual votes, or nothing's going to come of it. Yeah, Danielle Smith, though, you got to be careful with Danielle Smith. She is not the hero that everyone likes to say. Yeah, she's hard to nail down on anything. She is most definitely a Canadian conservative. She works for, in my opinion, her backer is the UN or whoever backs the UN. However you want to put it. Come on, there we go. I wish I had butter that I wouldn't have to do this silly game. Getting the butter all up in the cup and then bring it out. And having to scoop it all back up again. Making a mess the entire time. So yeah, I don't know. She is like Donald Trump in that she's the best out of all of the options. It's the same with Poilievre. He's until the PPC gets some actual traction, which is going to be a while because Elections Canada keeps changing the rules so that they can't actually get on the federal budget or ballots. So yeah, it's until he can get on there and get some traction, Poilievre is it. And he's already, you can tell who he sold out to because he's been in government his entire life. He never really worked a normal job. He's not a blue collar kind of person, right? So he doesn't really he doesn't get what it's like, what real life's like. And he sold out a long time ago. Okay. So what I don't need to is your help paying those big fish now. I really don't. So yeah, it's all about the money. The one world government needs us all to come together and do our part. Yeah, to pitch in for them. Yes. Well, they've been selling out their countries forever. This is not new. It's not new. It's been going on since before I was born. This plan has been in effect for hundreds and thousands of years in some cases. So it is what it is. We can only just hope to do our best within the circle of group of people that we come in contact with. And yeah, that's how it is. I know it's not done. I know. Wild, if you're over there screaming, no, not yet. I know. I just want to get it back into yeah. See, some of that's getting better, but it's not. You don't just feed through it. You're supposed to stay. That worked a little bit better. Oh, the fun of watching someone web skate. Ernie is a robot. No, Trudeau was a robot. Carney was the one in the back telling Trudeau what to do. Carney was the brains behind Trudeau. But his strings are being pulled by the bankers, and now he's getting really chummy. He's doing all sorts of dirty, nasty things with China, and not impressed at all. So yeah, he's not for Canada by any means. He's the PM of Canada. He lives in Europe. His family lives in Europe, and his businesses are all in America now. And there's all sorts of shenanigans going on with what he has and has not disclosed or dispersed, or what have you. So yeah, he is not the guy that the boomers were told he was. And much like California, they're finding that out now. Suddenly their retirement is not what it was supposed to be. Now their house, suddenly they've got to pay this, what's the fee? The whatever gains tax. So if you sell your home that you've had forever, they get to come after you for all sorts of tax. Yeah, it was not cool. Hand mixer, cool sound effects, right? Yes. Chinese Communist Bot Series 101 T Model 8. Yeah. There was a story actually about how backdoor deals between Carney and the RCMP have been done. They have made some deals with the same Chinese firm as the ones that set up the illegal Chinese police stations across Canada. So, yay. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing now. We've got Chinese government doing all sorts of wonderful things with us. Where did I put my phone? There it is. Put this away. Now I'm supposed to do the same thing with the eggs, only one at a time, and make sure that they're properly incorporated. One at a time, fully incorporate each before next. And then we want to do the flavors, which is, for me, it's lemon juice and vanilla because I don't have any triple sec. And I don't have any zest. So what can you do, right? But I do have vanilla. So that's something. Oh, put the garbage somewhere. Oh, cloth. There we go. Mm-hmm. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. My neighbors have no idea I'm doing this. They don't really, well, one of them does watch me sometimes. The others I don't think watch at all. So they have no idea that they're going to end up with some lemon pound cake tonight because of Afroman and the internet. So, that's fun. Yeah, there we go. You can see it now. Oh, see, I overcompensated because the last one didn't. This is awesome. I really wanted to do this, but I couldn't find any. I found the recipe and then I lost it. And every other recipe I found wanted milk and or sour cream. And that was just not. It's the tail end. I literally just got paid, so there's nothing in here. And this is 4, right? Yeah, this is 4. There we go. There we go. And then 1.5. So it's actually 2.5 tablespoons. Okay. There we go. He's back. Oh, good. I took off the. You can't. It's the right angle. You can't see into the fridge. I hate to show off the gorilla milk sitting in my fridge there. Can't admit that actually exists. So I wanted, because I don't have any triple sec. I am going to be using 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So 2.5 tablespoons. Which is this one. There it is. Tablespoon. And then I do a teaspoon. 1.5. That's half. So like I said, that's 2.5 tablespoons of the lemon juice because I'm not using a tablespoon of triple sec. And now I'm going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla. Come on, there we go. And a little extra because this container never did pour nicely. Oops. No, don't want to do that. There's the lid. There we go. Oh, hello, Lexi. How you doing? Yes, lemon pound cake. Abel Graham dropped the recipe in the chat on today's show, and so I'm doing it now. Of course, there's no zest. Johnny's not with you. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, good to see you, Lexi. Dang it, girl, is that a half gallon of vanilla? Yeah, it's a nice large jug. It's very nice, very large jug. It's not the best vanilla in the world. I used to have some really amazing vanilla, but the shit gets expensive. Right. Kaiser pineapple. Some of you know from my chat with friends on Monday. He actually gave me a recipe to make my own vanilla. I just haven't got off my ass to do it yet. But if not for that, yeah, I'm hoping to make my own vanilla because it's really freaking expensive. Holy Hannah. For a much smaller container than that. Make sure I've got everything. Yes, incorporate the flavor with juice and vanilla. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Fold into the batter. Don't overmix. And then bake. Okay, so at this point, before I mix the two, quickly, because I forgot. You know how it is. This is my patented, well, no, awaiting patent, I guess. How to butter a pan. When you live alone, I don't know if I would do this. If I lived with other people, I don't know if I go directly in like that. Maybe I would think a little bit differently. I don't know. But I live by myself. I'm the only one going in there. And I don't care if there's fingerprints in the margarine. I'm not too classy. I don't need fancy. As is shown by the fact that I've got margarine and not butter, I guess. There you go. There we go. There. That's better. All right. And one last sip of coffee, mix it all up. Oven is hot enough. Away we go. Oh my goodness. Now, if only I could find my way into a nice, really nice piece of steak. I've been craving a proper steak for longer than I've been craving this pound cake, that's for sure. So it would be nice if I could get an affordable but nice piece of beef to eat. And that would just be amazing. That's freaking, oh. Good enough. Put that there. Nice. All right. Oops, stay unplugged before you touch the beaters. Always unplug the machine. Thankfully, that is not a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Thankfully. There. There. And good. So I do believe all I got to do is scoop it in the pan and throw it in. Bake 50 to 65 minutes until deep golden brown crust with the crack. Okay, interesting. So it's supposed to crack. I didn't know that. I noticed that there tended to be a crack. I didn't know it was a thing that you're supposed to look for. So. That out of the way. Yeah, okay. Yes, I did lick my finger I'm washing my hand right now. I am not licking the beaters. I'm going to restrain myself. It's going to be hard, but I'll do it. Cloth. And where did it? Oh, right. Everything in the cup. I do love this mixing bowl. I don't have a proper mixer. The mixer broke, but this was the bowl from someone else's mixer. And it really is amazing. Because it's got the lip underneath, it's easier to hold on to. There, so you guys can see. Oh. Boo, get your face out of there right now. Yes, I see you. You know what? I can kick. I can high kick if I have to, cat. Get out of there. No. Thank you, but no. Shut. Here we go. Am I missing any? I know I have to do a ham and beef roast freeze for Sundays. Kind of want to get some of the more other stuff out of the freezer. Yeah. Do you guys do Easter? I don't. It's much for me. It's very much like Christmas. There's no family. We never really did Easter, to be honest. In my family, my dad found religion later on in his life. It was never really. He was definitely not a Catholic. He was raised Roman Catholic and did not like it. So we didn't really do things like Easter dinners and stuff like that. We did do Christmas because, we were 80s kids. Of course, you can't do without Christmas in the 80s. That's just ridiculous. It was all about the stuff back then. Oops. Come on. Yeah, okay, I think I'm being. My OCD is trying to get every last little drip. That's better. Okay, get that out of the way. And then, especially with something like this, the batter is thicker. I was taught just to do this a couple of times. Make sure you get any air bubbles come up to the top. There should be plenty. And smooth that out because that won't. My OCD will not allow that. There. I know, now I've got that. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop. That's where I've got to stop and I got to put it in, right? So, and what did I say? 50 to 65 minutes until a deep golden crust. Turn the light off. No, off. The light's on anymore. Dead center. Gosh, I'm glad you guys are not looking at me in the other camera. There we go. And that's all the dishes. That's all the cleaning. Oh, I've got a couple of there we go. And that's it. Lovely, lovely. Or lovely chubbly, I guess. I'll probably wash them. Yeah, once more. And then I can set the alarm and sit and relax with you guys. There we go. Very nice. Cool 10 minutes, remove, cool fully, and then glaze. Yeah, that's what I thought. It has to be properly cooled down. So, I need the phone. I will put this there. That works. And I'll put my stuff back here and I can sit down with you guys. There we go. Hopefully I didn't adjust my camera too much. Here we go. And we can remove that, add that one. And I'm back basically where I'm supposed to be. There we go. That works. And that's roughly okay. Good, good. Oops. I hit a button. Set my timer right. Thank you. I'll call that 5 minutes. So I'll set it for 45 minutes. And then I'll check because I'm supposed to go from 50 to 65. So I puttered for about 5 roughly. No, I'm not going to push that any further back. I think I'm at the end of it. I think so. Yay. Okay. I'm going to go pour a glass of wine and relax too, says Wild. There you go. You enjoy. Yeah, that's one of those things I've noticed. I've been doing a lot more drinking than I normally do. So I'm kind of having to curtail. I'm curtailing it myself. And then that way I don't have to worry. So there's no booze in the house. But then I tend to prefer the pot anyways. Oh, there we go. Is that's good. See, that's my OCD. I'm trying to make sure everything's properly lined up. There we go. That's as good as I'm going to get it. Feels about right. Good enough for the boys I date, as my friend used to say. There we go. All is back in order. And I keep puttering. 220, 220, 220. It was 5. 31 and you're Eastern, so 2:31. Oh, yeah, no, you did my math for me. Okay, 5:31. Perfect. Then yeah, 5. That's bang on. 5 minutes. 2:20, 2:20, 2:20, yes. There we go. I will again, because this is the full camera screen, I'm gonna go off camera just to do that. You know, just in case the YouTubes and stuff sometimes get finicky about such things, right? If I just rolled and smoked a joint, that'd be fine. But it's because I have to do funny or fancy stuff. Need to use torsion shit. Get a little touchy. I did well. I mixed everything perfectly. Well, good. Thank you, Wild. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself because I'm feeling it. What do you guys say? Super pink sugar or white truffle butter? 1 for pink and 2 for butter. You guys can decide which one I'm doing, but it's going to be a pain relief one, not just a get through the day one. Oh, and I guess I can bring my drinks back too. Aha, my coffee's probably cold at this point. Yes. Ooh, you stay away. I tell you, that's cats. I'll just pour that and start from scratch with a fresh cup of coffee. All right, well, we've baked. I bitched about Canadian government. Stuff's in. Pour a coffee and do that dab I said I was going to do. What would you like to talk about next, friends? All about you guys today. It was very cool. Last week, I guess I didn't know, but my dad was on the island. He called me on the weekend from the ferry. They were waiting for the ferry to go home. But last Wednesday, my little brother and his 3 kids were watching and were in chat. And unfortunately, I was, half an hour or so behind in the chat. So I don't think they saw me actually responding, but my brother said it was very, very cool for them to be able to see their auntie on the YouTube. And it's really cool to be able to see them in the chat too. I've got another niece that comes in to say hello from time to time. She's got her own YouTube channel. She makes pardon me. She makes YouTube videos dancing, not of herself. She actually has she does the animation. It's really quite cool. So yeah, she's been doing that for ages. And so she'll come in and say hi in the chat every now and again. But that was the first time for my little brother and his kids. Wow. It's funny how the world plays out. Growing up, I wanted to get married young. I wanted to have like 4 boys and then a little girl. My brother was the opposite. Swore upside down and sideways. I'm never getting married, never having kids. Nope, not gonna do it. Now we're here. I am 46. That would make him 44. I am unmarried, no kids, and he's well, they're not technically married. They are a couple. They've been together for ages. Like they're they're a couple. It's just not, the law hasn't made it official for them. She's basically his wife. but he's got the wife and he's got 3 kids. So it's the opposite of what we wanted growing up. And yet I don't think either of us would really change it. I mean, that's not true. If I could have had a kid, that would have been awesome. But when it was a possible potentiality, I was too busy doing drugs. And then I was told it wouldn't happen, and then I got my shit. Well, no, I got my shit together, and then told it wouldn't happen. Either which way, yeah. We do need to get you a camera stand so you can see in on the counter and bowl. Yeah, I know. Instead of just looking straight at the side of it. No, my dad wasn't in Rumble chat. No, 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 no. My little brother. I think my dad told them that I was on, but my little brother and his 3 kids were in the YouTube chat. Um, they were in the YouTube. I don't think they do Rumble, actually. Um, so exactly, he's married. He just doesn't have the papers. Right, right. Yes, she's a wonderful woman. She's so much fun. Hey, Scruffy, how you doing? Eagle's coming in. I've got on my side, I've got a cat who's trying desperately to see what she can get into from the space on the counter that is hers. Right? There's no way you can get to any of it because I put it way far out of reach. And you know better. Right? And she's looking at me. Yes. Anyways, I didn't see a response. So I'm gonna do the white truffle butter because I can, I guess. So how you doing, Scruffy? Just coming in now. I spent a little bit of time putting a lemon pound cake together. I just put it in the oven a little bit ago, and now I am doing a dab while we wait for it to cook. Because yeah, everyone was talking about pound cake, and Brian was eating his piece of pound cake on my Monday stream, and then Johnny was eating his pound cake yesterday, and I really really wanted pound cake, so yeah, not very many people chat in Rumble. It's nice. It's nice, but occasionally lonely in there. Yeah, usually you're here alone. And that's the nice thing, because at least with the StreamYard, I can do this. I can bring you guys up from whatever platform you guys are watching me on. I can bring your comments up. So that's really cool. And so, as much as having to pay for that StreamYard kicked me in the proverbial figurative ball sack hard, it is kind of the best thing that I found for me. It incorporates the chat easy, super easy. The same with when I have people on stream with me. It's very simple to just plug in, bring people into the stream. I have tech gremlins, and so sometimes, well, most times it's just easier. It tends to work best if it's plug and play. Anything more than plug and play in my world tends to have problems and tends not to work very well. So so Scruffy says he just got back home with some chicken sausage pasta. So dinner time. That sounds nice. Right on. I just got paid and I haven't done groceries, so I did the old standby and got some pizza. So I'll be having leftover pizza tonight for dinner. Wild saying, because if she was on YouTube to get in trouble. Yeah, I'm honestly, there are times I'm surprised I'm still on YouTube, but then I think to myself, yeah, it's because there's really I don't have huge subscription base. It's just a few of us, right? So I'm not important enough for them to care to listen to every word, but I can't watch my words. I I say all the words that you're not supposed to say, and I don't even realize I'm saying them. Um, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they keep changing the words that you can or cannot say. You know, that makes it tough. Yeah, pizza is always a solid choice. And I mean, I get it from Domino's and it's stupid cheap. And it happens to work really well every few months when we do the fundraising stream. I've got pizza, but I've got enough bonus points that I get something nice, something extra like the Philly cheesesteak cheese bread or something like that. So it's, yeah, it's really nice. What's the point of 18 plus if you can't speak freely? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the Domino's isn't bad. I find these guys, I when I order too early, their oven's not hot enough, and I get the hand tossed, um, uh, whatever it is, crust, and it doesn't always cook properly. But otherwise, it's good, and that's on me for ordering early. If I could wait, it would be better. Oh wow. Yeah, too doughy. Just keep the damn oven on and stop being cheap. Oh wow, I put a lot more into that dab than I thought. Goodness. Alrighty, that's that was a good one. Pardon me. So yeah, Wild is saying she keeps her YouTube channel separate so she can do the nature videos with family and a few friends. It wasn't meant to be a content channel. Yeah. And honestly, when it comes to the Domino's with Too Doughy, I own a pizza tray with the holes in it. So like a decent pizza tray, the little holes in it. So when they send them to me and they're too doughy, I can always throw it in my oven and as long as they didn't superheat from the top, I can usually fix it. But yeah, the price is definitely right with the Domino's. Oh, wow, the same. But then I got a video, pardon me, over 800,000 views. I freaked out, started thinking about maybe people would like my stuff. What video had 800,000 views? What did you show? Was it the pardon me. But I mainly shy away from growing an audience, yeah. Thank you, Digger. Been watching you cook pound cake and the horses running and playing. That's awesome. That's really cool. And I saw you were talking about a new colt earlier. Um, that's so cool. I wish I could do that. When I was little, I had a friend whose parents were actual bona fide hippies, and they owned a huge bunch of property outside of town. Um, they were so hippie, they even had a VW bug just parked in the forest, just somewhere on their property, that you could go and hang out in, and it was all like pillows and blankets and fun. But we would go. Her name's Rita. But when I slept over, it was weird because they didn't have a toilet. They had an outhouse, um, and so at night you had to pee in a container. if you had to go pee in the middle of the night. So that was weird for me as a little kid. But the brilliant thing was we could wake up early in the morning and get on the horses and just go ride and have fun on the property. It was great. Apparently her dad was nearby keeping an eye on us, but we were little kids. And as far as I knew, it was just she and I and our horses and riding around. And it was amazing. It was so cool. I would love to be able to just, do that. But then I'd also love to be able to just wake up and go swim in the lake, right? Go hop in the lake. Oh, the freighter made into a vacation home. That's right. Yeah. I was wondering which one it was. That was, yeah. That was a very cool idea. Pardon me. Well, Mr. Q is saying good evening, everyone. And I'm thinking, well, why on earth are you saying that? We're already at the 2-hour mark almost. I got like 10 minutes for that. So I've got 26 minutes on the cake before I could even begin to think about going to look at it. Oh, okay. One of my neighbors works for the recycling company that does our recycling. And we've been having fun with the wind and the recycling bins disappearing because the wind is so strong, it blows them who knows where, but they disappear. But yeah, anyways, it looks like we've got just a couple minutes to wrap up. I guess I'll have to let you guys know tomorrow. I'll show you guys the finished product tomorrow. Probably missing a couple of pieces, but yeah, I'll show you guys what the end result was tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I will be doing my reading stream. Right now we're reading The Great Controversy. So I start that at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, and you guys can do your maths after that. So I will be doing the reading stream for a couple hours, and then when I'm done that, I will hop over onto Just Kidding LLC and help Johnny finish out his show. So yeah, until tomorrow morning, everyone have a lovely evening, and I will see you then. Bye.
Login, late night, same chair, same spot. Screen glow, halo, chat's running hot. She flips to page 3, then dives off the plot. Let's talk about the Lizard Kings again. Tinfoil crown sitting proud on her head. Says it helps keep out the thought police thread. But she laughs so hard that it slips instead. Who walks past like, here we go, my friend. Welcome to Chatterbox. Hey. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Asleep on the unread stack. Camera zooms in, chats typing